everyone, I'm Nina.
I'm not wearing my headphones.
And we're the most based lesbians on the internet.
Are we?
Apparently so.
Oh, well, thank you.
There's not many of us.
Thank you, Nina, or whoever said that.
Anyway, so you know who Margaret Cho is, right? You've seen her on Celebrity Jeopardy. She was funny. Remember?
Yeah, you liked her.
Yeah, a long time ago. When she did the Grandpa and Grandma Gonna Die. I remember. It was a really, really funny show that she did. I had the DVD. It was great. It's funny. Made me laugh. Well, apparently Margaret Cho has hit...
Woke?
Middle age? No, she's past middle age now. She's in her, what do you call it?
50s?
I think she's in her 60s.
60s?
Yeah. Apparently when you go through the change as a woman, sometimes you get a little grumpy.
You change mentally, too.
Apparently. Some women don't, but others do. And I think Margaret Cho has lost not only her humor, but her sense of sanity.
Her gourd?
Yeah. So she's angry at J.K. Rowling.
Why? Because J.K. Rowling said woomben?
Because
woomben? Whatever.
Apparently it's the hip thing to do if you're woke, if you're going to
Well,
hate
no,
on
because
JK.
Emma Watson literally just came out as being like, I love J.K. Rowling. And then Keira Knightley was like, if you don't learn to live with each other, then you're going to die.
Well, she didn't really say that, but she said something very similar.
Hey,
we all have different opinions. I think we need to just all get along.
Yeah, just learn to live with each other. Hey, I was pretty much,
Except for the gonna die part.
I like to make jokes.
Anyway, Margaret Cho and her jowls decided to show up on film and complained about JK.
Good for them. I hope they have a good relationship.
But Margaret Cho is also like the kind of woman who she says she slept with women in the past, but she like kind of called herself a lesbian, but didn't. So she was always
Teeter-tottering. You sure it wasn't just gay baiting?
I think it was part gay baiting and part sexuality appropriation, you know.
Confusion.
I think she's always been a little confused.
I think a lot of women are sexually confused because they don't actually complete with men, from what I've heard.
Complete?
Climax?
Oh, that's what you meant.
Yeah, because, like, it sounds like they're very unsatisfied in a lot of these relationships. So, of course, you go try women. The satisfaction rate is astoundingly different. It's like 90% with lesbians and, like, I think 60 is too high. I think 50 is actually the number for straight women.
I think it's 30.
God. How depressing.
It's very, very, very low.
Every time I hear about this, it makes me sad for straight women. And then I understand why we have the fake ones come over, because if that was the numbers on the other side, don't you think you'd tiptoe in the tulips for a second, too, just to have one?
You have such a giant portion of the population to choose from. And
but none of them work. But none of them
work.
work.
Your toe into lesbian lake?
It's like buying a toaster, but when you plug it in, it doesn't toast anything. You're going to keep buying new toasters, hoping, oh my God, my toast gets toasted. And then eventually you're going to just put it in the oven. And you're going to find out, wow, my oven could have toasted my bread this whole time.
Okay.
Is that not a good analogy? I don't know.
Kind of yes, but kind of no, but I'll let it slide.
Yes, maybe there's that one toaster out there for that girl, but she's got to fix the oven situation first.
Maybe the toaster just needs a good fix. And
maybe we just need to teach toasters how to toast. But instead...
Toasters should be toasting out of the box.
I think that analogy works, but I'm not sure. Toasters should satisfy the need of toasting bread.
Right.
But when they don't...
They should do their job.
But when they don't, and the number... If the number is 30% are satisfied...
They just want to heat up the bread and then pop that thing right out.
But if 30% are satisfied, then obviously 70% of toasters they interact with are not getting the job done.
Well, you know what they would usually do in that situation? They'd be sending them back, and the place that makes the toasters...
It'd be a recall.
Yeah,
but we can't recall human beings.
And they would have to fix the issue.
Yeah, let's just abort these humans post-birth and then fix the issue with new humans. I don't think that this analogy is sticking through.
I don't think it is either. But, you know, we're here for it. Okay, so let's listen to Giles McGee.
Okay.
Shut up, J.K. Rowling. Shut up. You're a joke. That's why your name is J.K., because you are a joke. Your anti-trans rhetoric makes me sick. You are despicable.
I think her comedy's getting worse.
I mean, if that's it.
But
I like the toaster one better. Maybe
The Cho
she
shit
should
was
consider.
funnier. Yeah, she's getting angry. It's not funny. JK, because you're
Oh,
a
you
joke.
got mad.
JK, because you're a joke? That's what you got? At least if you're going to roast someone, make it funny so I can laugh. So most people can laugh. Because right now you're just coming across like you have something in your crotch that's really hot and spindly.
Pretty dry.
I hope
Just
that
like her crotch.
when you face menopause, you have to take a lot of gender-affirming care, as I do. And when you're taking these hormones, they make your
Are you trying to tell
just
me
said that.
that people who are switching their genders are taking hormones from people like you who need them to actually help your body through your natural processes? Did you know that people who transition live shorter lives? And that a lot of them regret transitioning. Not everyone, but there's a lot of detransitioners for that reason. So maybe before you go pumping drugs down people and people's throats, maybe before you start saying that these are bad people, look into the actual statistics. Because just because your celebrity friend said, "Oh my God, J.K. Rowling hates trans people," doesn't make it true. And J.K. Rowling doesn't hate trans people. J.K. Rowling is here to protect women. And is okay with trans individuals. And is okay with so many other things. People call her woke. Have you seen what's going on with the new Harry Potter show? She's not as woke as people want her to be.
I think J.K. Rowling is already going through menopause, so she doesn't really know much about J.K., does she? I mean, I don't know much, but I know that she's in her 50s, and that's usually when menopause happens. So.
I think that she just heard that J.K. Rowling doesn't like trans people.
Okay.
I think that's all that was heard out of that entire conversation.
She got such a sour face.
Well, she's so mad. I mean,
Is this what happens when you go through menopause? You get mad?
You know-
you get like crotchety? I know your cooch dries up and stuff, but does it continue on from there?
I know this is off topic. However, I really wish I could get this worked up before I go to the gym. I hate you. You're terrible. But I'm not even that mad.
You wouldn't even need your pre-workout.
I wouldn't need anything. I think that you're not trans. You do have people that are close to you that are trans. Why are you so mad at J.K. Rowling for giving an opinion on something that doesn't directly affect you? And like, okay, are you actually in the gay community, or did you just kind of tease that? Are you with a man now? I don't know, because I'm confused as to why you're going so gung ho. Protect the trans people.
A lot of these ladies, I think they have a fetish for these guys who think they're women. I don't understand why you would go so gung-ho for these guys who think they're women when you say you're a feminist, unless you have some sort of sexual fetish for them.
Or you really just like buy that what they've been telling people.
Yeah.
One of your
but
friends.
This is like way too passionate. There's something else going on.
I think maybe one of her friends, or if she has kids, one of them might be trans. That's probably what's going on.
I don't know. Something smells funny in the state of Margaret Cho's dried up cooch.
Well, we can't always be winners.
And we can't always be funny.
That's true. I've had some real stinkers on this one. I've had some real bad intros.
pubes grow out so thick and hard, it's like steel wool. And if anybody goes down to eat it, they get a face full of scars. I hope they start calling you Barb Wire. Shut up, J.K. Rowling.
That's all you have?
Barb. But her
That's
name
all you
isn't Barb.
have?
Her name isn't Barb. It doesn't
Why are
even
you thinking
fit.
about people going down on J.K. Rowling?
Maybe she's more gay than I thought. Maybe.
Maybe she actually likes Jake. Maybe she has a fetish for yelling at people. She
maybe-
gets turned on by yelling at people and then wants to have sex with the people she's yelling
It's
at.
like a shame kink.
Yeah, probably.
Degradation.
Yeah, she likes to degrade people before she goes down on them and gets barbed wire pube scars.
I don't think that's it, but it's funny to joke about. I think that honestly, it's because, you know who I've heard about before you? J.K. Rowling. You know who I didn't hear about before you? Margaret Cho.
Yeah.
But that's the irrelevance. And this is where, what I said at the beginning, that we have our age gap. I think I said that last one, but still, our age gap is relevant because
Yeah.
I've never heard of Margaret Cho, minus like what you've told me. But I've definitely heard of J.K. Rowling. That
Yeah.
woman was integral and huge foundation of everyone's childhood, especially of my generation. Those movies came out. I remember the books being really popular, and then the movies came out literally while I was in grade school. I think the first one came out when I was in like maybe elementary school, middle school. And then I remember the last one coming out when I was in high school. So you can't sit there. What it comes down to, I really think, is jealousy. Your name isn't known. So you're going to talk about this and you're going to use the issue against her. Maybe you believe in it a little bit, but also that name is bigger than yours. And so it's easy to pick at the bigger name. It's easy to go attack that name. It's harder to be like, oh, maybe she just has a different opinion and I have a different opinion and I'm just going to be funny to excel in my career.
You know, comedians, when they go woke, they get less funny. Because back in the day when comedy they had like really great comedians, whether it was George Carlin, Richard Pryor, Sam Kinison, Joan Rivers, just so many great comedians. They always push the boundaries. Eddie Murphy even. They always pushed the boundaries. They said things that offended so many people, but made a lot of people laugh. That's why they were always getting canceled. The Republicans always wanted to take them down. They always wanted to silence them. They're saying things that they shouldn't be saying. It's gross. It's offensive, blah, blah, blah. But they were incredibly popular. Sam Kinison, I think he was a pastor at one point until he did a lot of and drank and became funny. You know? I mean, he made fun of Jesus on the cross. He made fun of necrophilia. It was some funny shit. You got to push boundaries in order to be funny, I think.
The thing about woke is that everything has a guideline and a restriction. You can't say so many things that it makes it impossible. And that's why she had to say things like barbed wire. They were so lame. They're like middle school level insults.
Yeah.
They were like very middle school level insults.
Right. Now we can say middle school level insults because we're not comedians. We don't got the goods. I don't got the goods.
I still try to
but
go.
I appreciate the goods.
I still try to go above middle school humor, but at the same time, I'm who I am. I think things are really funny. I'm gonna say them.
Yeah, and they're usually really offensive.
What I say?
They're really true. No, the things that you find funny are usually really offensive, but they're also very true, which is what makes them offensive, right? Because the woke people would find the honest things offensive, but those things are very true, which is another reason why they don't like them.
The facts of life.
The facts of life. Yeah.
Is that the end?
That was the end. She didn't really have much.
No, I think she's just jelly belly, and that's okay, honey. But maybe you should sit down and talk about it and think before you post the video next time.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Maybe you should go back on Celebrity Jeopardy and lose again. I need more Celebrity Jeopardy in my life. I just wish there was less woke and more funny.
Yeah. You mean from the celebrities?
Yeah. They had a couple good ones on there, but for the most part, I think woke celebrities are safe for mainstream TV.
I think to a sense, that's what I like genuinely about The Masked Singer, is that they will have so many people on that you were like, oh, shit.
Oh, yeah. Like,
didn't they have, what's his name? Whitney.
Giuliani. They had Giuliani on.
Yeah, they had Giuliani on. They had, not Tina Fey, the governor of Alaska. I know Tina Fey played her.
Oh, Sarah Palin. Yeah.
They had her on. They had T-Pain after his controversy with all his stuff. Who else did they have? They had the girl who got her arm bitten off by the shark or whatever, and she was on, and she's like,
oh, and she's very controversial now, yeah.
And they recently had her on. They had Rob Schneider on.
Oh, he's very controversial.
And he's very controversial these days.
They have Wendy Williams, and she's been controversial her whole life.
Who was the guy with Whitney Houston?
Bobby Brown?
Didn't they have Bobby Brown on that?
I think so, yeah.
I think it was on the early seasons, but that was obviously after everything happened. And that's what I think I really like about Masked Singer is you're not just getting the good, you're getting the bad, the ugly, the ones you barely remember, the ones you definitely remember.
But that's what makes it entertaining. You're nerfing funny. You're nerfing it all. And you're making it so bland and lame. You're not pushing boundaries or taking chances. And that's what makes the best art. Regardless if it's music or if it's TV or it's movies or
even
it's
if
comedy.
It's something like Masked Singer, they still make that stuff. They make it funny. They make it somewhat emotional. They give you the story without exposing everything, and they make you start to think more about the celebrity.
Yeah, and they don't push the woke stuff.
No, they really don't. I mean, they might put the flag in the clue package if they're really for trans rights or whatever. They'll put the flag.
But that gives it away most of the time.
But that's not even them promoting the ideology. That's just them telling you,
giving you a hint
about this person.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the unique things. Which is one of the unique things though about that show is they don't care
Yeah, they don't care to oh, you put on this person, you're going to be canceled.
Yeah, it's called The Masked Singer. They were a celebrity, and we masked them.
Ta-da!
We did our job, and millions of people tuned in after watching the Super Bowl. So,
Ta-da!
I mean, their later the seasons lately have kind of sucked, but it's one of the few things that I will say has been really entertaining. And was she on there? I can't remember if she was.
I can't remember
if she was on there. I can't either. I know a lot of Ken Jeong's friends, Asian friends, have been on there though. But yeah, that's my 2 cents. I hope if you guys like The Masked Singer with me, let me know. Maybe we could go on Kick and have a watch party when they come back.
We should have a watch party.
Tell me if you're also mad that there's a whole break in the season. Usually there's 2 a year. There's only 1.
Yeah.
What the hell?
She got me into Masked Singer, and now I'm upset.
We take notes, and we have a notebook, and we write down our guesses, and you guys could guess with us when it comes back if you want.
We write down the clues in the clue packages, and then we try to break it down without looking online to see anyone else's guesses, because that usually gives it away. That's not fun.
But we can look up stuff online.
Yeah.
We just can't look up other people's ideas online.
Right, or their guesses, because that usually gives it away. Mm-hmm. She's ruined a couple. Okay, though, babe. Anyway.
I just really want to know. Who are you? Who? It's not going to get us demonetized. There's no way it's going to get us demonetized.
Anyway, if this does get us demonetized, you can join our memberships to keep this channel afloat and like and subscribe to our channel. Comment below, and we'll see you in the next one.
You didn't say bye.
Bye.
Cry